The cold winter.
Once upon a time,
One upon a time,
in a small village,
in a small village,
there was a poor farmer living with his small family in a tiny house. He had In a small village,
there were a poor farmer living with his small family in a tiny house.
was a poor farmer living with his small family in a tiny house. He had two lovely children.
He had two lovely children.
After his wife gave birth to their first child, she passed away.
After his wife gave birth to their first child, she passed away.
2 years later, he married another woman, and the second child was
2 years later, he married another woman, and the second child was born.
born. When the winter came,
When
the
the winter
stepmother
came,
worried about her dear child.
the stepmother worried about her dear
child. So she immediately sewed him a coat and stuffed it full of cotton.
So she immediately saw him a coat and stuffed it full of cotton.
She gave her child the warmest coat she had ever made.
She gave her child the warmest coat she had ever made.
However, she was scared of being scolded by the farmer.
However, she was scared of being scolded by the farmer.
So she made another coat for the other child.
So she made another coat for the other child.
The first child received the coat and wore it immediately.
The first child received the coat and wore it immediately.
On the next day, the whole family went to the town nearby.
On the next day, the whole family went to the town nearby.
The two children both wore their new
The two children both wore their new coats.
The farmer was so satisfied.
The farmer was so satisfied.
However, when they were on their way, the farmer noticed that his first child was.
However, when they were on their way, the farmer noticed that his first child was shaking.
Then he looked at his second child. His cheeks were ruddy and showed no sign of being cold.
Then he looked at his second child. His cheeks were ruddy and showed no sign of being cold.
He shouted, "Why do you keep shaking while wearing a warm coat?"
He shouted, "Why do you keep shaking while wearing a warm coat?
If other people look at you, what will they think about your stepmother? Stop shaking."
If other people look at you, what do you think about your stepmother? Stop shaking.
He used a big rod and whipped his child.
He used a big rod and whipped his child back with anger.
After the first whip,
After the first whip,
the whole coat became tattered.
The whole coat became tattered.
What fell out of the coat was not the warm cotton,
What fell out of the coat was not the warm cotton, but it were hard and long straw.
it was hard and long straw. The father was shocked. He couldn't believe his
The farmer was shocked. He couldn't believe his eyes.
eyes. He stared at the stepmother.
He stared at the stepmother.
She trembled and couldn't even look at the farmer.
She shivered and couldn't even look at the farmer.
The farmer couldn't believe his wife would treat his poor son in this
The farmer couldn't believe his wife would treat his poor son in this way.
way. He angrily announced that the stepmother would no longer live in their house.
The angry announced that the stepmother would no longer live in their house.